correctional facilities. Cause some don't agree with how I do this. I get straight and meditate like a Buddhist. I'm dropping flavor, my behavior is hereditary. But my technique.
Hey guys, how are you? Good. I'm so glad to be at Monstercade. It's one of my favorite venues. You know, they do a bunch of cool stuff here, drag shows, goth prom, live music. It's really my safe place. And I love that everything's just like so welcoming to all the gays, the straights, the trans. You know, we're all inclusive here. I love that. So now I have this condition, right? So basically the condition I have, my body makes so much estrogen that it turns to testosterone, okay? So I am basically a natural trans, you guys. Very natural, yeah. I've been on T-blockers since I was like 15 years old. So like I understand the plight of trans people, and I'm an ally. I do feel bad for trans men though, because at best, all they can hope for is a micro penis. And micro penises never really get into the pussy. They just kind of thumb through it like a book, you know? Yeah. Yeah. If you ever meet a famous trans person, you should totally walk up to them and be like, I love your work. And then just walk away, make it very awkward. Anyway, this past week I was in Virginia. I was stuck at my hotel for 3 days because of the snow. And I travel for work. I do sales. Is anybody in here in sales? You're in sales? Oh yeah, you sell wine. I know what you do. Right, okay. Well, then you would know this. The main key to sales, the number one thing you have to do is keep eye contact, right? Because eyes are the titties of the face. You know? Just gotta zoom in on those. All right. Well, you guys, how do we feel about ice here? Can I ask that? Yeah, I feel that same sentiment. Black ice is definitely the worst, though. I will say that. Of all the ice. Let me know if you guys agree with me. I really think that we should call Latino ICE agents Uncle Juans. Right? That's good. We should just call them that. No, I don't support ICE. The only troops I support, you guys, are the no limit soldiers. Make them say, nah. Hell yeah. Thanks for knowing that. But yeah, as Jermaine mentioned earlier, I am from New Jersey. Any Northerners in here? Yeah, okay. There's some Northerners. Okay, good. I've been in North Carolina for like 2.5 years. And there's a lot of differences between the North and the South, you know? Like even subtle things, you know, food, culture. What else? Food, culture. Fuck, what was that last thing I was going to say? I fucking forgot. But, you know, a lot of things are different. Oh, even the nature's different here, you guys. You know, did you notice that? I mean, like, there's oak trees and pine trees everywhere. But, like, here in the South, you guys have lynching trees. Yeah. And those are not my favorite kind of trees. Those I'm not fond of. But, yeah, us Northerners, we always move to the South because they always say everything's cheaper in the South, right? You know, rent's cheaper, taxes are cheaper. But do you know what's not cheaper in the South? Abortions. They're not cheaper here. No. Yeah, they're much more expensive. Now, the only reason I know that is because my sister-in-law, she was pregnant with her 3rd kid, and she didn't want to keep it. So she flew back up north to get the procedure done. But she came back down still pregnant. And I was like, hey, what happened? She told me, well, it cost $500 and I couldn't afford it. I'm like, $500? It used to be $250 back in my whore days. Yeah. I mean, guys, what are they making the hangers out of nowadays? Diamonds? I don't know. Also, could you not like, you know, get Afterpay or Affirm or Klarna or something? You couldn't get nothing to get that. You had 9 months, you know, you know, whatever. Well, But yeah, I personally, I don't have any kids, but I am a firm believer in adoption. Are you guys pro-adoption here? Yeah, right? Yeah, it's a great thing to do. And I've been seeing a lot of signs for it. So I think I'm going to do it, you guys. Thanks. I'm going to adopt a highway. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. You know, that way I can have it, I can name it after me, and then I can leave it for the state to take care of, because I don't know if I'll be that committed to it. I don't know. Yeah. My real children are definitely my pets, okay? And I am definitely what you would call a black pet mom. Yeah, because all my pets come from different sources. Yeah. I have a snake, I have a gecko, I have 3 cats, and I have a fish. And people always ask me, like, Cam, why do you have a snake? Because I had to upsize from a gerbil. It's less scratching and goes in easy. So it makes sense. It makes sense. Now, I never intentionally meant to have 3 cats. That was a complete accident. I didn't know that the 2 cats I had was male and female. So I was trying to raise them as brother and sister, you know? But then they ended up having kittens. But then I was going through my computer and I realized, oh yeah, step sibling porn is very popular. So it only makes sense that they had kittens. But you know, a while ago, before the kittens came, I used to hear my female cat meowing very loudly. I guess she was saying rape, rape, you know? But had she been saying fire, I would have came to her rescue. Yeah. Okay. You guys don't like rape jokes in here. Got it. Fuck. But yeah. So in my household, there's a total of 8 pets, and that's including my stepchildren. Yeah. I am a stepmom. Yeah, thank you. And I do enjoy that. Now, being a step parent's cool because when things get like tough or real, I could just step right out. You know, I don't have to deal with that. But there are times that are challenging. Sometimes I feel like a cuck. Yeah. I gotta just like, I have to like sit on the sidelines and watch as my boyfriend does all the disciplining. Yeah, he'll put on his daddy voice, and I'm just like, yeah, yell at her. Spank her. She's been a really bad girl. She deserves it. But you know, when I try to be a parental figure and I try to discipline her, it doesn't go the same way. She'll just sass me. You know, she'll be like, "You're not my mom," and I'm like, "Of course I'm not, because I would have aborted you. You know me. Yeah, I would have aborted you. Right." But you know, we do have our good days sometimes. Sometimes she'll even call me mom by accident. And I'm just like, hey, sweetie, I look way better than your real mother. Yeah. And guys, that's really funny because her mom's dead, right? So, you get me. I look better than a corpse. What can I say? Yeah. But the funny thing is, my stepdaughter and I, we have the same birthday. She always wants to do her hair like me, dress like me. And we're actually related. Ask me how. We both come from her dad. Yeah, that's how. Yeah. Now, my boyfriend, we've been together for 2 years. What was I gonna say? And I don't know if this makes me a hero, but he is disabled. Yeah, he has multiple disabilities. He has epilepsy. And so basically, like, flashing white lights give him seizures the way red, white, and blue lights give me panic attacks. You know? Yeah. He's also colorblind, you guys, which is funny because he's always telling me he loves black women. And it just doesn't seem sincere, you know? He's always calling me Ebony and Black Queen and all this stuff. I'm like, dude, just call me Jean Grey because that's the only color you see. Yeah. All right, now I'm gonna get out of here on this one. His last disability is definitely my favorite one though, and that is his third leg. Yeah. Now that's a handicap I can get behind and on top of, but like not all the way down on because I don't want to bruise my cervix. Yeah. Anyway, well, that's my time, you guys. Thank you so much.
Woo!